come from Beautiful Guitars. Today we've got the honor of Brandon from Marshall Music here in Woodmead, Johannesburg, South Africa. And today we've got an amazing shootout for you, PRS SE Shootout. Here on my hand I've got a beautiful PRS Pulse Guitar SE. And Brandon?
On this side, how's it guys? Thanks Tom for having me on the show once again. This is a custom 2408, and now's the reason why are we comparing these two guitars? Well, they are very similar in terms of the electronic setup here. Paul Reed Smith, that's his signature model first of all. That's the Paul's guitar. So he came up with this idea of having individual coil splits for each pickup, and then soon later on incorporated in his custom 24 model, which is called the custom 2408. Basically means there's 8 different tones in one guitar, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, which is the same tones that we'll get
same tones
on Paul's Guitar SE.
Exactly.
So we'll be comparing how these pickups differ, both in full humbucker mode and when do coil splitting.
Exactly. Well, these pickups are slightly different. It's a much lower output pickup. It's called the TCIS. These are the 8515S pickups. They're definitely much hotter. Yes. The Custom 24 just is a hotter guitar. That's more a vintage inspired guitar. Wide, fat neck, very chunky, pattern thin, nice, very fast neck. But in terms of construction, got 24 frets here, slightly thinner body. Both of them have beautiful maple caps. So materials very similar, and it's basically the pickups are different, but with the same sort of setup. But we're going to go through the differences in tones and what they sound like, cleans and overdrives, and also this obviously got a trim system. It's not really a fair comparison, but it's fun, and we're going to do it anyway.
Yeah, so that you can tell us which tone do you prefer.
And exactly, this helps you pick the right guitar for yourself. Do you want something that's more hotter, shredding kind of vibe, or you want something that's more vintage inspired? So yeah, let's run through the tones and see what we get. So start off with a clean sound, neck, humbucker mode. Bridge. Middle. Okay, let's listen to the clean splits. So now we're in single coil mode. And one thing you can notice, I don't know if the video is going to pick that up, but that's like kind of like a true single coil hum you hear through the amp. So it really is a true split. Bridge, split. Middle position. This is where it gets really exciting. Now you think yourself, where are the other tones? You can basically do that, and you've got a humbucker and a single coil whilst in the middle position. Gives you kind of like a Telecaster vibe there. Very nice, very snappy.
Quite right.
Quite nice. Let's quickly switch to some overdrive and see how these pickup splits actually handle the drive. Okay. Single coil bridge. can immediately hear that hum in the back. That's a
Yeah.
proper single coil hum, man. Absolutely lovely. There you have it. One thing that you'll notice on these the coil splits, you don't lose volume or as much volume when you split, because most of the time with your coil tap guitars or pickups that can coil tap, you lose quite a lot of gain dropping from
of, volume and also top end as
exactly.
well.
Yeah.
And PRS is sort of really get the coil splitting quite very well.
No, they really know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's switch. Try it that one and compare what these sound like.
Now on Paul's Guitar SE.
Paul's guitar. One thing I can notice, this is much lighter in comparison
Yeah.
in terms of weight.
Yes.
Definitely much lighter. Okay, cool, guys. Let's go. Humbucker, bridge. Neck. Beautiful, okay. Middle position. I'm going to coil tap bridge. Coil tap neck. Okay, so those middle positions is do the splits. Now we do the switch. So now we in split coil bridge and humbucker neck. Beautiful. Now the other way around. So basically coil tap neck, humbucker bridge. It's definitely different.
Yeah, they're different.
It's very different.
Yeah, because they are very different, because on the humbucker side you can really feel the projection of the custom 24.
Yeah.
It's really incredible that to be used for maybe for leads, you know, for even you want to have a good outcome with a mix.
Yeah.
Whereas the Pulse guitar is very bright, but it's not as
high output. It doesn't punch through as much. But the subtleness is quite nice. I personally like it, and the much chunkier neck. I do prefer a chunkier neck. To me personally, it feels like I'm more in control of what I'm playing. But thinner neck is apparently much faster. But that's a personal opinion for most people. But let's go to the high gain stuff and hear what this sounds like in comparison. Coil tap bridge. Coil tap neck.
So certainly, if you are going to play high gain music and rock and roll, your custom 24 will be
they're
guitar
suited
of
for that.
choice.
Yeah.
And there may be that one for less gain, what you can use. It can do just as fine. It doesn't have that projection as what one want for a rock and roll.
Exactly, yeah. But does have, it's bright and it's very tight in comparison.
Yeah.
I'd say. Also, the trem system does change the tone of the guitar and the resonance of the whole thing as well. So, but yeah, this all depends on what you like as a player. And I mean, you can't really compare these two guitars and say which this one is better than this one, or vice versa. It's what you want and
what you looking for. What the guitar you want the guitar to do for you. So let's hear in the comments below what is your preference of the tone from these two guitar. Your Custom 24, which is the best selling guitar within PRS range, and Paul's guitar, which is really a magnificent guitar of its own, obviously quite different as a vintage sounding guitar. Don't forget to like and comment on this video. And cheers from Beautiful Guitars and Marshall Music here in Woodmead, Johannesburg, South Africa. Cheers. Now they are quite different.
very